Welcome to ACD Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hey guys, Coach Kurt here. So this one is by request. I have a video that's about 2 years old now. Soft takedowns from the clinch and soft arrest techniques is the name of the video. And the individual wanted me to identify a technique at 8 minutes and 13 seconds in. This has to do a lot with the deep underhook from the clinch. The whole video is about the clinch, getting that deep underhook, and also how to get somebody into handcuffs or take them down when they're pulling away from you. They're not necessarily trying to fight you, but they're pulling away from you, and they might take a swing at you. And we'll get more into that. But so it's for simple arrest tactics. Again, this video has a lot to do with the deep underhook. Now, here you go. I'm saying you're grabbing the wrist, and then you're going into that deep underhook. And you saw that my training partner threw a punch at me, and I used an elbow shield. Here it is again. I'm grab their wrist. They pull away because that's a natural human instinct. You grab the wrist, and they'll pull away. So you do it on purpose. You grab them. They'll pull away, and you let them suck you in. Well, the other option is that they'll throw a punch. So when you grab, you got to be prepared for that strike using an elbow shield to protect. And here's the idea of the elbow shield. If you didn't know what an elbow shield is, this is it right here. It's a pretty simple technique. So you grab the wrist, they throw the punch or they don't. It's neither here or there. You get into a clinch doing the collar tie, an overhook, and then you're switching to the underhook, and here it is in slow motion. The punch, I'm blocking with the elbow shield. I'm doing the collar tie and sucking myself in, pulling myself to them and pulling them to me, and I've got established a strong overhook. I'm sucked in really close. Here I am pummeling for the underhook, and you want a deep underhook. See how deep I am? I'm standing sideways to him now. And the whole concept of this takedown, and I don't even really have a name for it, it's very similar to an entering throw that I have other videos on. But you're pulling down with the collar tie, and then you're shooting the other hand out. In this case, my left hand is going out, and I'm stepping in to your opponent. See, I'm pointing with my hand, and I'm thrusting forward, and that rotates the body. Again, you're stepping in, you're pulling down with the collar tie or pulling back towards your hip, and then you're thrusting out with the other hand, and that rotates them and corkscrews them down to the ground. Here I am saying, okay, you grab the wrist and they pull. Again, it's human nature. Guys, in 26 years of policing, every time I grab somebody's wrist, it's just instinctively they pull away. And it's a great way to set them up for a takedown. Here I am going straight into a elbow pass. I'm grabbing the wrist, they pull away, and now he throws a punch. I'm saying you've got to be prepared for everything. There's that collar tie from this angle. Again, that collar tie is really important. You see how I suck him down to my shoulder. Here I am doing that arm pass again. The whole concept of this is you let them decide which takedown you're going to do, depending on what angle they give you, what direction they pull. Here's a good 2-on-1, a Russian 2-on-1. I'm going to break that down for you as well. Super important technique. The only way to get to the 2-on-1 is from the outside, and that would be from an elbow pass. Other videos I have on that. That was a traditional armbar takedown. This is a 2-on-1, Russian 2-on-1, modified armbar takedown, or a modern variation of an armbar takedown. I'm saying you suck them in. See how I'm close to his arm is close to my body. I'm using my head as a third point of contact, and I'm bending down and over at the same time. That is a good takedown. Now, what happens if they curl the arm in? You go with them, and you use what I call entering throw number 1. So anyway, back to the original mix. Here I am, I grab, they pull away, I do that arm pass, and I step to their back. You could do a hip bump takedown, you could do a sacrifice takedown, it doesn't matter. Here I am doing a head and arm throw. Let's break that one down. I grab the wrist, he's throwing that punch at me, I enter, I wrap around his neck with a head and arm throw. And I'm going to show how that is done here in a second. Here we go. So here's that head and arm throw. I've got a good grasp of the tricep and his forearm. I'm turning and I'm throwing. Here it is again from a different angle, different setup that I need that time. I didn't need in the original video. And the whole concept is twisting them down, and then you're literally tripping them over your hip and your leg. All right, guys, I think that wraps it up. Everybody like, subscribe, and share. And if you have requests, let me know.
That would never happen. Well, no, Buff, that's why they call them cartoons, not documentaries.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out.